Welcome to our podcast slash channel. If you're not trying to hang with us, keep it rolling because this is friendship.
Woo-hoo!
I'm your host, Kimberly Tyler,
And I'm Crystal Ryan.
and we are about to come and spill the tea. Slurp, slurp, bitch. Oh, we're crazy.
Just a little bit.
I think it's that age transition thing popping off.
I think it's just being a millennial.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So, what was your lit of the week then, Kimberly?
My lit of the week is, I got my hair done.
Yes, she did, y'all.
And I love it. I feel like a new woman.
It looks really good.
Thank you.
I'm a fan.
Be quiet, girl. You about to go upstairs. She needs to be a new woman. But my hair didn't fall out, so awesome.
I cannot. I told you your hair wasn't gonna fall out.
No, but I don't know. I just felt like my luck is bad like that. Like I'd be that small percentage that go to salon and their hair falls out of their
Oh man.
Girl, what was your lit of the week?
So my lit of the week is I got offered a new job. I know I've said that before, y'all.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But it's close to my babies and good hours and good benefits. So
Yes, we need that.
yes, because we're getting old. So
Real.
that's definitely, I won't go into too much detail, but I'm definitely excited for the opportunity. So
Yeah, that's awesome, girl. I'm excited for you because I
yeah.
feel like you're gonna do good with that
I
job.
hope so. I hope so.
Yeah, you've got that heart.
So what was your hangover of the week, girl?
I would say, I don't know.
Okay, no bad news is good.
Right, like I'm not mad about that. I mean, maybe I'm mad I don't have $1 million, so we'll
Right.
go with that. But if you want to donate to the cause and upgrade the value of this production, please feel free.
We'll drop our Venmo links below. I'm just trying to upgrade y'all. Quality, not quantity.
That's right. That's right. You'll still get us, but you'll get a better version.
Right.
So girl, what was your hangover of the week?
I didn't really have any. I guess taking Colton to his first day of kindergarten was kind of sad. So kind of bittersweet. And he
Yeah.
just kept saying, why is it 1,000,000 hours? I'm like, it's not. And I mean, I cried when I dropped him off, but he didn't see it. So
Good.
he stayed strong. He didn't cry. So, like I said, it's not really a hangover. It was just kind of bittersweet because it's his first year in school.
Yeah.
So.
Well, congratulations, Peanut. You're growing up. You're a
Little.
kindergartner.
He's supposed to stay little.
I know. Girl, when he was up here that last time, I just wanted to keep him.
You should have just told me that. I'd have left him.
I was like, I could just hold this little thing all the time.
He lets you. He likes to be held. He came in this morning. He's like, "You want to cuddle before school?" I was like, "Yeah, I do."
I'm not mad at that.
He is pretty cute. But yeah, are you ready to get into this? I will give a brief overview.
Yes.
Okay.
Girl.
So this week's stream will be about dating, and I suggested we call it the good, the bad, and the ugly. So we're going to each share 3 dating stories, a good, a bad, and the ugly. And one of them will be from our own personal archive of dating. So at the end, we'll share with you which one was really ours and see if y'all can guess before we reveal one that's ours. And then the other two are ones we found online, or I found mine on Reddit. I don't know.
Yeah, same here. Mine are from
Okay.
Reddit too.
Okay. So I may share two of my own. I haven't totally decided. We'll see what happens.
Well, I'll give you the honors of going first since I went first the last time.
I like when you go first.
All right. I spoil you.
Someone's
All right. I don't know why I didn't have this pulled up already.
it's all
So
right. We're
my
struggling a little bit today on this lovely afternoon.
yeah.
While she's doing that, y'all, just remember, like, if there's anything you guys want to see, hear, have any suggestions, ideas, comments, concerns, questions, please feel free to reach out on any of our pages, and we would be more than happy to discuss, go over, answer, whatever we need to do.
Absolutely what she said.
That's right.
Because we definitely do want to be interactive with you guys because
Yes,
we're appreciative that you're here to listen to us. So we
we
want you
are.
to be a part of the friend group.
Well, I've got when I posted on my personal Snapchat last week when we were recording, and I put that
Yeah.
little thing up. We did have somebody send me a message that was like, "Oh yeah, that's awesome! Can't wait to hear." So
Oh.
yeah, that's exciting. I'm glad that people are
Are
responding well.
listening.
And
That's
he's
what's
somebody
up.
he's somebody we went to school with, Kim. So
Right. Does it start with a G?
yeah.
Awesome.
What
What's up, bro? My homie. No.
Holy Grail himself.
That's right. Like the legend has finally arrived.
He was a cute first boyfriend.
He was. Like I wasn't mad at that boyfriend. Like that was a good one.
It was.
Okay, so this is going to be a good date story. And they said I was meant to go on a date with a guy I'd liked for ages, but I suddenly dramatically sick and ended up in the hospital.
Ooh.
I know. I messaged the night before to cancel and then explain why I'll just come visit you. I'd be like, oh my gosh, please.
What do I look like?
Right. Get a mirror stat.
Bring the concealer.
Right. Being hospitalized, I wasn't at my best. I probably looked the worst I'd ever looked. He turned up with a book of 100 unbelievable facts because he figured the thing was to give books to people stuck in the hospital. And that had been all he had at hand. The staff immediately started harassing him about whether or not he was my boyfriend, and then he sat through a really lengthy, over the top lecture about a medical condition that I have. His only response to the whole thing was that I was beautiful and it had been good not to miss out on spending that time with me. Anyway, I married him.
Oh,
So I thought that was cute.
that
Like,
is super cute.
yeah.
I like that.
I do too.
It's like a
Like never,
movie.
yeah, like a rom-com for sure. Like you never hear about someone still want to come see you at the hospital. Unless like he was like actually really just trying to do that because he's crazy. But we're not gonna take that route.
Yeah, let's turn it to the Lifetime movie route.
Yeah.
That was cute. I liked it.
Girl, what you got for the good?
All right. 7 years, my one that got away came back into my life and we decided to go on a date. It was incredible. It was everything I hoped it would be. Every moment with them was like a new beginning, a second chance to get things right.
Aww.
About a month in, they tell me that they're having second thoughts and they're not sure we should continue to date. They won't tell me exactly what the hangups are, but they tell me that they need some time alone to think things through. I dropped them off and spent that evening furious, heartbroken, sad, and confused. After a day, I decided I needed to take action and I texted them and told them that we needed to talk. They said they hadn't made a decision yet, and I told them that that was fine, but I wanted them to know where I was coming from. This was a relationship that I had dreamed about for years, and I certainly wasn't going to give up on it without a fight. We met up that weekend, and I told them from the outset, your decision is yours to make, and I will respect whatever you choose. But I want you to see my point of view. We went out to the beach, or what passes for a beach up in the north, because it was a place that had always been significant for the two of us. We both loved it there. We could have relative privacy, and it was a great movie-esque setting to have a serious conversation about the future of our relationship. I told them how much they meant to me and how I dreamt of us together for years. I told them about my own insecurities and fears, both personal and about the relationship, and why I thought that we could overcome them. I told them that they were worth fighting for. After about 40 minutes, they admitted that they were just afraid of commitment and that they had also wanted us to be together for quite some time. They told me that they were just afraid things were moving too quickly and they weren't sure they were ready for anything more serious than just dating. I told them that was fine and I was in no hurry. Simply being with them was enough for now. We spent the day at the beach, went to a used bookstore, got dinner somewhere, and when I dropped them off, they threw their arms around me and kissed me ever so passionately. This was a pretty
Ooh.
big deal because previously it had always been me that initiated the physical contact, and this time it wasn't. After they pulled away, I asked them if this meant that they had decided that we would stay together. They smiled and said yes. A month later, they broke up with me. I remember this date though so fondly because this was the first time that they were not guarded during that relationship. I still consider it the best date that I ever had. So,
Oh,
a little bittersweet but cute.
whoever that they're speaking about, I think they're still in love with him even now.
I think they should have read it.
Yeah. So the next little category will have
The
to be
bad.
bad. I met this guy at a bar and he seemed nice. He invited me on a date and I agreed. He originally said he wanted to do a breakfast date, but then he changed his mind later and insisted that I come to his place to watch a movie at night. I bet. Anyway, he said he liked rom coms, so I offered to show him my favorite one. When I entered his place, the dishes were dirty and piled high. Gross. He was wearing a baggy shirt and basketball shorts. I don't have a problem with that, but at least do the dishes. Damn.
Yeah. I can't even go to bed with dishes in the sink. It bugs me.
Man, I don't know. I can't talk. I can do that, but I ain't gonna have my dishes piled up. He insisted we watch the movie in his room,
Of
even though
course he
he had
did.
a TV in the living room, right? We know what he's trying to do. And he said his roommate wasn't home. There was really no place to sit in his room, so we sat on the bed. He slowly sneaks into finding a way to snuggle me. I'm hating it because I really don't know this guy, and his house is dirty, and he seems to be forcing intimacy. At one point, he gets up to go to the bathroom attached to his bedroom and peed with the door open.
We don't even know each other like that, bro.
We like knew each other for what, 20 minutes now?
Man, that's rough.
I took the chance to move to the floor to finish the movie. He sat on the bed until it was over, and when I asked what he thought of the movie, he said it really was stupid. I told him I needed to head out. He asked if we could hang out the following night, and I said I had dinner planned with a friend. He tried to hug me at the door, but I backed away and said goodnight and left. He texted me on my drive home and was like, you seemed uncomfortable when you left. Is everything okay? I said, I think I just lost the spark from the other night. He said, well, maybe if you weren't sleeping with half the town, you wouldn't have lost the spark. I wasn't dating anyone or sleeping with anyone at the time. And I had literally only met this dude once before. Real charmer, huh?
Oh no.
I know, right? Like, damn, bro, you gonna call me a hoe, but you the one trying to do it to me.
It's the open door bathroom pee for me.
Right, like, we ain't there yet.
No. No. Now if we live together, that's gonna be a normal thing.
Oh
But
yeah, of
not the
course.
first date. That you didn't
Yeah.
even pay for. You didn't even pay for anything.
No.
You watched Netflix.
He was trying Netflix and chill.
That's like a third date thing.
Exactly. Depending on how the first date went, it could be a second date thing, but
Could. I like the first two to be like in public though,
yeah.
just to make
I
sure.
feel it. Just so you can gauge the person a little bit more. Okay.
Here we go. So I had been talking to this guy. By the way, this is high school. This is a high school story. They're talking about being seniors. I've been
Okay.
talking to this guy, and just for entertainment values, we will call him Sean. Sean was cute, popular, and a funny guy to be around. We had good phone conversations, hung out at school a couple times, and everything seemed to be pretty cool. I knew he had been single for a while, and I had too, or at least I thought, anyways. We decided to finally go out. He picks me up, perfect gentleman at the door, opens the car door, takes me out on the town. We decide to go driving, grab a little dinner, and then go back to his house. I'm definitely attracted to this guy, and he's attracted to me. So we go back to his dad's house, nobody's home, and we proceed to start making out. This is back in the day when cell phones were not really popular, but you had one. His phone had gone off a couple times during the date, but I thought nothing of it because this was back when there was unlimited nights and weekends, and I thought maybe his just hadn't kicked in yet. So he lets
I
the phone
remember
go.
those days.
I know. He lets the phone go, doesn't answer it, and then the house phone starts to ring. I keep hearing the voicemail thing pop on, but nobody's saying anything, just hanging up very loudly. So I look at him in the middle of a makeout sesh, and I'm like, hey man, do you want to maybe see who's calling? He's like, no, it's no big deal. So we start making out again. Then the phone rings. And this time, the girl on the other end decides to leave a message. She insists that she knows he's home, she's seen his car, and she also noticed the blonde hoe that walked in behind him. I immediately know it's me that she's talking about because I am blonde and I just walked in behind him at his house. I kind of stood up abruptly and I'm like, and he has this look of horror on his face. And I'm like, thought you'd been single for a while. And he goes, she's just a little crazy. It's no big deal. She's not going to do anything. Proceeds to try to make out some more, but I'm totally turned off at this point. Starts to kind of unzip his pants. He's hoping to go all the way. That's when the phone rings again. It is her yelling again about what a lying, backstabbing, cheating whore he has always been. He continues to still try to sleep with me. I decide we're not doing that and tell him that he needs to immediately take me home. I'm not gonna lie, when we were walking out to his car, I was scared I may get shot, beat up, or at least my hair pulled. Luckily, she didn't appear from nowhere, and me and Sean never spoke again.
Damn. Getting drama with somebody already.
That's quick.
Yeah. I'd be like, dude, you got too much going on.
Sleep with somebody while the girl's leaving angry messages behind you. Like, you can hear them.
Right.
Unplug the thing or something. I don't know. People are crazy. Just crazy.
Oh,
Imagine she'd have popped out from the bushes. Peekaboo, bitch.
I'd have been like, oh, hell no. I ain't dating nobody no more. I'm going to just become a nun and be married to Jesus.
I got the bad juju.
So this is going to be from last one, final category, ugly.
Ugly. Why gotta say ugly, ugly too.
Because it's going to be pretty ugly.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. I was 27 at the time and moved to a different state to stay with my friend. I was really ready to start over with my life due to an oppressive relationship I had back home. I just knew I could find love again, maybe a healthier version this time. My friend's husband, poor guy, tried his best to introduce me to some people he knew, but nothing panned out. So I did what I thought was the next best thing, a dating app.
Always the
Specifically,
answer.
right. Specifically, Plenty of Fish.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
I know.
Oh
I
no.
ended up matching with the guy. He was the same age, cute, honorable discharge from the Marines, and now school bus driver. He was not.
It's just such a turn. The Marines didn't work out. I think I'll drive a bus.
It's a huge change,
It
though.
is
In a
totally
school
different
bus.
ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, okay. He was nice. So I was pretty excited to meet. I was excited, but I wasn't stupid. So I made sure we met up in a public place. At first glance, I was a little disappointed. He definitely looked like he changed from the pictures he had on his profile, but not a total red flag. We actually had a good time just talking and getting to know each other. So we ended up progressing into more than just friends. Now, this is where things take a turn. Now, since I just moved, I wasn't working yet when we started talking. So I finally started a new job. Unfortunately, it was second shift, so we were on opposite schedules. So our conversations were mostly texting. And at this job, we couldn't have our phones out while working. So phone time was saved for breaks. So if he texts me, I would have to wait to answer. One day, as I was taking my break, I opened my phone to a spew of rage texts asking, "What am I doing? I must be talking to someone else." This guy knew I was at work. So I called him back and he was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot about that stupid rule." Like, damn, bro, I'm at work.
To pay bills, my guy.
Exactly. You pay him. It's a school bus driver.
No, not with that salary.
Not that there's anything wrong with school bus drivers. We need more of you. And that's
I
the
think you should have left that off.
truth.
Oh.
I should have ended it right there, but I was trying to be understanding. He started to do it again when I would be home. If I didn't answer a text within the minute I received it, I was getting a rage phone call. It was starting to feel like my previous relationship, and I wasn't going through that again. I finally told him off and told him I didn't want to see him anymore. Of course, he accuses me of finding someone else, but I didn't care. He could think what he wanted to think as long as he left me alone. I, I blocked his number and thankfully never had to hear from him again.
Thank God.
Right?
That was the crazy, not the ugly.
Right. We should have made a new category.
The good, the bad, the ugly, and the psycho. Lord.
Poor girl. Whoever you are in the relationship, no one should ever have to deal with anything like
No,
that.
that's some narcissistic stuff right there.
Yeah, it really is. It's unhealthy and it's
Yes.
not fair to the other party of the relationship, especially if they're not doing anything.
Right. Luckily, she got out of that before it got worse.
Yes. Smart girl.
Smart girl. Here's my last one. The ugly. It's pretty
Okay.
short, but here we go. I went on a third date from a guy that I had met on a dating app. Why does the ugly
Seems
ones keep coming from these
regular.
dating apps? It started off completely normal. We went to a bar for a few drinks. The bar closes and the guy invites me back to his place. We get back to his, have a couple more drinks. He then asks if I'd like to smoke a joint. I hadn't smoked for a few years, but thought, hey, it'll be fine. I end up feeling very sick and unable to move. The guy doesn't have a bucket or a bowl or anything convenient, so he decides to bring over the entire kitchen bin, places it next to me. He then uncaringly suggests that we just watch a movie until it wears off. The guy puts on American Psycho, and I sit there for the next 2 hours, paralyzed, paranoid, and sick, completely convinced at this point that he's going to murder me. Side note, he lived on a boat. The end.
That should have been a clue right there.
Like, have y'all never watched Murder by Numbers or something? I mean, I don't know. I couldn't. I'm not getting on nobody's houseboat.
Exactly. If they choosing that life, they live in that lifestyle, yo. Okay.
What was in this weed that had you throwing up and stuff all crazy?
Exactly.
Oh man, there you have it, y'all. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
So I'm like curious to know. You guys have to send us in which ones you thought were our stories. I would be interested to know what people thought was mine.
I think we should wait and disclose it on the beginning of the next episode.
Oh, that's a good idea. That gives you guys time to chime in and tell us what you think.
Yes.
Maybe like me and you, we can guess what we think is each other's story.
Could do that. I'm pretty sure I know, but I kind of think 2 of them are yours. And it's the bad and the ugly.
I guess we'll have to find out next week.
Stay tuned. Come back, get the answers.
Yes. I know I was going to say, when I was listening, I thought the good one was going to be yours. But once the person broke up, I was like, okay, that's not it. I'm kind of going with the same thing. I think it's either the ugly or the bad.
We'll see.
Well, friends, thank you for joining us on this new episode. We are definitely having fun bringing you guys, some stories and stuff like that. And, getting back into telling some of our own, which is always fun. But yes, send us your stories. Let us know, like, something that you want to talk about. Well, we love you guys. See you next Thursday. Bye.